And we're rolling. Hello, I am Andrew D. Meredith, and I am here tonight to talk with Blake and Raven Penn, who are, strangely enough, in the same time zone as me, which is super weird for authors to be in the same time zone, especially when you live in the mountains. So, Blake and Raven, will you please tell us a little bit about yourselves, your origin story, because we all want to hear about it, because I will point out that we're all in the same anthology, and everybody from the anthology will want to hear about you.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's start with you. You're more interesting.
Me? We're a unit. Yeah, so we're Blake and Raven Penn. We're the authors of the Skystone Chronicles, which you can see out there.
Awesome.
They're fun YA epic fantasy books, a ton of dragons. So we're kind of writing them with the audience in mind of people who liked Aragon, people who like Brandon Sanderson with the hard magic system sort of deal, and people who like to have fun in sort of a Avatar The Last Airbender kind of vibe. So
yeah, like if you liked the characters of Percy Jackson, but we're like, I want like 500 times more dragons in this. That's
where we're at. Yes.
Yeah, awesome. That's a good pitch.
Yeah. I think we have maybe the most dragons per capita of any book that I've read.
Yeah. Wow. Any of the authors, yeah.
Yeah, you should have us. You should create a stat sheet for your website that compares book series
with more draconic creatures.
That's right.
You swag box.
Awesome.
You know how like Brandon Sanderson on Roshar, basically everything's a crab.
Yeah.
We basically did that with Evgard, but everything's a dragon.
That's awesome. You know, I'm glad you said that, because like, no, even he's never pointed out, like, from the moment that first book opens, I realized it was all a tide pool. The whole world's a tide pool, and he's never come out and said it, even though that's how he describes everything on Roshar, is it's basically one big tide pool waiting for the next tide to come in.
Yeah. Interesting.
I never thought of that.
Yeah. Well, with all the plants are tracked on themselves, and they're waiting for the next high storm. Anyway.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's good to nerd out. All right. So you have 3 books out so far, but
yes, 4th one. So next week at this time, we'll be able to say we've got 4 out. Our 4th book comes out on Thursday. We are very excited about that.
Well, not next week, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Tuesday. Yes, tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yes.
Coming tomorrow.
I'm looking at your website, and it does say November 20th, which is tomorrow. It means you only have 1 week to prepare your turkey for next week.
So true.
Mm-hmm.
So true.
So you have Dragon Thief.
Yep.
Dragon Guard.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Hunter.
Yep.
Dragon Knight.
Yeah.
And then a 5th one coming out.
Yeah, there's one more coming out next spring. That one's called Dragon Dawn, and that will complete the Skystone Chronicles.
Nice.
You're
You're almost there.
Yes.
It's so good to finish something up. Have you finished writing number 5?
It's written. We're going through and doing a bit
Final
of tweaking.
edits.
Yeah, because it was originally going to be 4 books long, but then we finished the last one, and we're like, oh, this is literally too long for Amazon print on demand to handle.
Yeah.
Let's split it in 2. So now we're doing a little bit of revamping now that book 5 is its own thing. So
yeah,
but it's
smart. I mean, it's a good challenge for you early in your career to know how to split things and finish things, in the middle versus, having to try to.
And it was really cool because it worked out very nicely. We were torn on what we even titled the book, but when we looked at it and we found the point to split, we're like, hey, the other title we were looking at completely applies to the second half of the book, and that's why we were having trouble in the first place. So like, this is perfect. It worked out like way better for the story itself.
Yeah. And your covers are just fire.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Did you know that she does them?
All of it, period?
Yeah.
Yes,
she is the illustrator.
That's awesome.
I illustrated children's books beforehand, so I had some experience kind of in illustration and design. And then we were always thinking we're going to hire out for our cover. There's no way I can do it. But then I designed 5 different covers that we were like, you know what, these are actually not that bad. And then I brought them to church. and then showed them to my little class of 7-year-olds that I was teaching at the time.
They can't
They
lie.
cannot lie.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, guys, which one of these is the best? And by far, all of them were like, that one, pointed to the one we went with ultimately, this bad boy right here. They
Mhm.
were all like, oh,
Yeah,
yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, the 7-year-olds have spoken. Let's refine my skills and get good enough to make this real.
And was that before you did the silhouettes? It was just going to be just the art piece, and the silhouettes came later. The cutouts, I mean,
So
the dragon cutouts.
this one included the dragon cutout.
Okay, cool.
So we had 4 options. One of them had the dragon cutout. Another was way simpler with a dragon flying across. Another was just like an image option. And then the last we really liked, and we liked it so much, we made it
Oh,
the
yeah.
actual.
We made it the interior cover of the
Smart.
hardback version.
Smart.
Yeah, a little bit more minimalist, right?
Yeah.
But also maybe not the kind of thing that you want as your
Like
core.
the attention grabbing
attention grabber.
sort of, yeah.
Right, and then later you could do like a foil of the interior.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
You get it.
I do. Yeah, my next I'm about to finish up a trilogy, and I'm redoing all the covers. Have you seen Dr. Paperoni on Instagram? He does light boxes of like Marvel and Mandalorian, and he cuts them out, and so I'm designing the new covers as a light box of each
Oh, dude.
of each book. It's gonna be pretty,
That's so
that
cool.
sounds
I
it's
love
looking pretty fire.
it. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So you are in Utah on the other side of the Rockies. I'm in
Yes.
Colorado Springs, right?
Okay.
You went to StoryCon last year,
Yes.
Mhm.
and you're gonna be at StoryCon this year.
Yeah. Sure.
Awesome. I'm gonna be there this year. My wife and I are both coming, so we have a table.
Yay, we'll get to
Awesome.
see you in real life.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome.
Yes, and I think Zach's gonna be over there too for that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. You'll have book 4 available there as well, correct?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
do you have it available right now for pre-order somewhere?
Yeah, it's for pre-order on Amazon right now. Is the final like hours that you can order it, and if 3 more people pre-order, we will have hit the same number that we got for book 3, which would be awesome.
We need 2 more pre-orders. All right, we better
Very
make sure we got that.
Because we have pushed this one way less than book 3 for the pre-order phase.
At least the pre-order phase. I'm
Yeah.
confident. I feel good about tomorrow. I feel good.
Tomorrow's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm
but
gonna
yeah.
drop that in the chat right now.
Oh, sick!
Let's
Thank you.
go. Good man.
But yeah, and then we're gonna be at Dragonsteel in the next couple weeks here.
Yeah.
Sweet. Tori, who's in the chat, is also going to be there. I know that.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome!
Yay, Tori, and then Zach and Brady and us. I think that might be it. Maybe I'm wrong.
Was there anyone else from the
I
anthology?
don't know. I don't know. I'll have to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I know off the top of my head.
That sounds about right. I don't think anybody else that I know of is going over there,
Okay.
at least in the anthology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So you wrote a story for the anthology,
Yeah.
Yes.
correct? Is it in the same world or a new one?
It is in the same world.
Okay.
So we took one of the characters that we really like in our first book, and he's actually kind of a villain.
He's a little bit of a villain in the first book.
Sweet.
So we when we heard that the theme of the anthology was going to be honor, it was like so easy to kind of decide which character we wanted to go with.
Right.
Because this guy, he's kind of like our Shadow the Hedgehog plus Zuko. So he's like our angsty, honor-driven boy, and we're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yes, let's write his backstory.
Like we had to literally fight to keep him from going, oh no, at some point.
Yes. And literally there was an old draft of a later book that had him saying something along the lines of I am the ultimate life form, but we're like, we know we can't do that. It's too much.
And
That is awesome. Now, Zuko from the cartoon or Zuko from the new live action?
Cartoon.
Of course.
Yeah.
Have you watched any of the live action yet?
Yeah.
We did. And
I haven't finished it yet. I've watched the first couple episodes.
Yeah.
yeah,
I like what they did with him.
Yeah.
I
I
have-
like what they did with him.
I have big thoughts on this whole series, but yes, Zuko, I approved of. He
Yeah.
looks a little bit
Right.
young, but that's fine.
Right.
He managed
He is
it.
young, so it's
Right.
fine.
Mhm.
I can't believe how on the nose Katara's brother looks.
Sokka, dude.
Yeah,
So
they did a
Sokka.
great job with
They
Sokka.
like they animated the cartoon into a man. They like
Yes.
someone sold their soul to a witch.
Yes.
That was impressive.
It was awesome.
What I've appreciated about the live action is that they rewrote it knowing the whole arc, which they didn't originally. Maybe they had an idea, like us authors do, but because of that, you can see a lot more coming through Zuko and Iroh that you wouldn't have seen in season 1 of a pilot episode, of a pilot season.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I've appreciated that.
That was good. That was really good.
Yeah. All right, so tell us more about the story. So, Honor.
Yes. Honor.
Yes.
So part of the reason why this was the perfect fit was because our guy Caradoc, who's our main character in this story,
Welsh name.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'll take it. Oh yeah, if you spell it very differently than we did, yeah, it will look Welsh.
The vibes. His culture's kind of got that sort of like North Finnish kind of vibe. That's what we're going for.
Yeah, and he is a something that we haven't really seen explored super deeply in fantasy. He's something that we call a Drakai, which is almost like a half dragon, like somebody who's primarily human but has draconic features, like scale-tipped ears, scales on their body, stuff like that. And we were like, this is super cool. We should have more of this in fantasy. So Caradoc is a Drakai, and in their culture, they actually have honor duels as a regular feature.
And it was just already built in. We're like, of course, we're going to have an honor duel in the Honor Anthology. Of course.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And so, yeah, that led us down that path. We were like, we absolutely need to write about this.
Yeah, Caradoc is really, really fun. I kind of was so excited to like delve deeper into his character because he, I'm a very religious person, and so it was really fun to like actually get to see in fantasy a character who like prays and he like believes in like his god or whatever. It's not like the same as our world, of course, but like getting to like write that kind of character that like has this value of life and like just praying is kind of his default. That was very fun to do.
Yeah. There's not enough of that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yep.
So good.
Yeah, we got to carry that banner as hard as we can.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, what is your process for the two of you writing? Do you guys just play off of each other, or is one of you the drafter and one of you's the script murderer, or what?
So
I love these terms.
Yeah, we've traded off different kinds of doing this. We actually initially on our first 2 books, I wrote the first draft of book 1.
And I wrote the first draft of book 2 because they're from 2 different characters' perspectives. And we're like, that would be interesting if one author wrote one and another author wrote the other, and then they trade off every other chapter in the third.
And then we found out that super
it was jarring.
Did not
super
work.
jarring and weird. So yeah, we sent it to our beta readers, and some were like, oh, I like his style. It's very world building and very this and very logical. And other people were like, oh, I really like her style. It's like super character-y and all the dialogue is so fun and all this works. But then they didn't like each other's as much. And so we needed to figure out a way to merge our styles into one so that we got the same audience.
And take the strengths of each of our styles of writing and bring them together to make something better than what we could make on our own.
Exactly. So what we ended up doing, we scrapped both of those, and then this is now kind of our process we've distilled, is we'll spend a long time outlining together and making sure we're so long. Like all of our date nights for like months are just like, cool, let's brainstorm.
But they're super fun. Super fun brainstorming. And what's really cool.
I apologize, Tori. We're talking about outlining, so you can just go away for a bit. She's a massive pantser.
Oh,
no. we get in fights about it. Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's funny.
So what's fun about the outlining process when it's between the 2 of us is we get to a thing where if we have a disagreement in the outline where we're like, oh man, I think it should go this way, but she's like, no, it has to go this way. What we'll do is we will leave that decision for the characters and see what they will choose by the time we get there in the story. And it's always come back to having that resolve it for us. We're like, okay, no, it makes sense. Now that they've gone through everything, one of these paths is more clear. It means that we're kind of outlining multiple timelines sometimes.
Unfortunately,
yes. But I think that's made the book more dynamic than
Yeah.
it would have been if it was just one of us.
Totally.
You're speaking my language. I describe my outlining as stage directions. I write my bullets of what I want to have happen, and then I give it to my actors and say, go. And as long as you stick to the points, you can do whatever you want.
Mhm.
And that lets me, like, I've had characters who were tertiary, who were only going to be one book, earn the right to become secondary characters later because they were really good employees, and so I
Yes.
treat them justly. I give them
Yeah.
plot, maybe some extra trauma. You know, yes.
Yeah.
I love that so much, especially
Yeah.
because we were actually screenwriters before we were authors. We studied. That's where we met, is studying playwriting. So we've got a lot of our outlines include exterior, dragon stables, day at the very top.
Nice. So with stage writing, were you already pre-doing a lot of like writer room stuff? So you kind of knew how to work with other writers?
Yeah, so that was actually a huge part of our training was there were classes that we had on how to run a writer's room effectively. And so it
You
was
need to teach that on YouTube.
Honestly,
Actually, maybe we
that would be
should.
so useful.
Yeah,
And
we
the
should
stuff we learned in our classes, so useful. So many people do not know how to give feedback
Yeah.
or how to take feedback.
And it drives me crazy because I see people who go down like one of either two routes. They'll either go like the coffee route where they're like, well, just give it to me black and like give me the pure, like be as harsh as you can because I can take it.
I
And
don't
I'm like,
want the fluff. I don't want the good stuff.
yeah.
But that doesn't work because guess what? If you don't know what's working, you're not going to know to keep it. You're not going to know how to keep doing it and feature stuff. Yeah.
And then on the other side, you have people who are like, I only want to know like what is right, like what's good about it, and then they never can handle the criticism. Yeah.
Well, it's the only way you can write so many seasons so fast. I mean, people will ask me like, how do you plan to write so many books over the next several years? It's like, because I just do, but also that's what TVs and movies do. Like when Christopher Nolan could put out a movie every single year, and it's like, yeah, but it's only 20,000 words for 2 hours. It's like, okay, but it's more than that. But it's just like I can write a 60,000 book and a 120,000 book, and it takes me just as long because you're still in the mindset that you need to be for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And writer's room, I mean, that's I can't see any other way to do it, to pull off the amount of output you really have to do to get to that point where you're writing seasons, all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's been super fun.
Yeah, the outlining is like huge. The learning how to take critique is huge when it comes to co-writing.
Because it was
and
really
hard when you're younger.
Yes. and initially it was really fascinating as we were learning what our strengths were. There were times where I would give part of a draft to Riley
or Raven.
Either
way.
Scratch that, reverse it. No.
Yeah. So I'd give part of a draft to Raven, and she would slash so much of it and be like,
and then he'd come back and he was so sad and he's like, you hate me. And I'm like, no, literally is still here. I just put this part here and this part here and this part here. Because what we learned is he's very, very good at world building.
She did not do that initially. She would leave out almost everything.
No.
Hey, there's growth in every marriage. It's good marriage building. I completely I get that. So my wife is also a writer. She writes mysteries and I write fantasy. And she's an editor. She's a very good editor. I'm a very disorganized person and I do not write strong first drafts. And we've learned in our marriage that she is not allowed to read and edit my books. I can read them out loud to her, but for our marriage's sake, it's best that she doesn't read my books because then, Blake, I feel that it's just like stabbing. You don't love me, and it's like, no, I do, but your draft sucks.
Yeah.
Like, okay, and it hurts because then you're like, then you got to dig yourself back out, and but it's good.
We've gotten a better system since the
we have.
Yeah, exactly. You got to develop those. So like the fact that I read to her out loud, I'm sitting there editing while I'm reading to her. She's falling asleep or hopefully doing something that she doesn't fall asleep. And then I've got a much better alpha that I can send out to people because I've gotten a chance to read it out loud.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Mutual thing. Yes.
Yeah. And I think the thing that we learned through that process was like really defining what our different strengths were. And when we were able to like marry those things together, it just made for a better book. It was awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Nice.
Mhm.
Nice.
Mm.
So you're writers, but you're also performers.
Yes.
Yes.
hmm
So I know we'll get to audiobooks. Before that, what have you done in the deep past or present that would contribute towards you being amazing audiobook narrators?
Let's see, acting credits wise. Oh man, I'm trying to think where to go. We've done like a lot of like short film stuff, student stuff, and then
And commercial work.
lots
Here
of
in Utah,
commercials, yeah.
there's a lot of commercial work.
it's mostly commercials. Yeah, you kind of got to make your own stuff if you want it to be more narrative.
Yeah.
I
was in a fun movie called Escape from Germany.
Yes.
If anyone wants to look that one up, it's a blast.
Yep, he's a very cute little missionary. He's got all clean shaven and stuff. He's very
Mhm.
darling. He's got a little hat and he carries around a camera. It's actually a really good movie.
It's a really
very
cool
good. He does an excellent job. So yeah, he's in that. What's the coolest thing I've done? I don't know.
I think you had the most fun with that Chosen commercial.
Oh, I was in a commercial for The Chosen, the TV series.
Really? Okay. Yeah.
In a
Seen it
commercial.
all. Yeah.
Not the Chosen itself because I'm blonde, but I
Right.
was in an ad for it where
There's not many Romans in it so far.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But I got to play a goth devil who was in a class, and the class was going over ways.
Oh yeah, I remember
You know
that.
what?
Yeah.
I was the goth one who ascended to heaven at the end.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah,
That's
that
awesome.
was very fun.
Yeah, and then you did that that short with the car accident and the armor.
Yes,
Yeah,
oh,
I saw
yes,
that.
yes.
Yeah.
I did that. That was a really fun short film,
That
and
was very
especially
cool.
because it was about a girl who is a writer, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I relate to this so hard. The writer's block and the what comes from it and the consequences of the car accident. That was a very fun one too. Yeah.
Deep. It was a deep cut.
Thank you. Yeah, it was good. The writer did great. She's a good friend of ours, and
Yeah, and
The actor did great too.
stop it.
Yeah, you did. It was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was kind of what we did. We mostly work in like film and stuff, and then we do a lot of improv as well. Maybe a little less recently.
We would like to get back into doing more improv.
Yeah.
We still do it every once in a while with our comedy club, our local comedy club, and
Which
we love
is-
them, and we have such a fun time.
And it's fantastic preparation, both for figuring
Narrating
out
and
how
writing, yeah.
how to do things with our characters. We've played out scenes before where we're like
What
start
would this person
improvising
say
them.
after this line, and then you just go.
Right.
And then the voices in there have led into the audiobooks.
Oh, yeah.
And you wrote for Studio C.
Yep, I do have a Studio C credit. Yes.
Pretty awesome.
So Studio C was born out of a group called Divine Comedy at BYU, which Blake/Brad was a part of back in the day. And so I would help him write sketches sometimes just to make sure that he met his quota. And so one of them that I wrote,
And because she was good at it.
thank you.
Yeah.
So one of them I wrote, we put through, and then Tori from who later became part of Studio C, she's like, "Hey, can we buy this one from you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course we can."
That's awesome.
So, yeah, that was fun.
That is awesome. I need to know which skit that is so I can go watch it.
Yes.
What did they call it?
They changed the name.
Yeah.
What did I originally call it? I can't remember what I originally called it actually.
The waiter.
Yeah, they changed the name to Overheard Dinner Date. So if you look up Studio C, Overheard Dinner Date, I wrote that one.
Awesome.
It's a
I'm
blast.
looking that up right after this.
Yeah.
So before we get back to audiobooks, we'll get there. When did you start the series? When did you start writing the series?
Oh, so this was fun. We, as a prelude to this, when we were first married, we were trying to figure out how, like, we both talked about how much we really wanted to write a book, how much we loved all the stuff that we were able to write for like screenplays and stuff like that. But we were always having to limit ourselves to what we knew we would be able to bring together a budget to produce. And so we were like, dude, we love fantasy. We both love it. We want to write something really awesome and epic. And then we decided, in order to make that something that we could make marketable, we'd make it about dragons. And so we decided, we really pulled the trigger right around when COVID started shutting down production for all the stuff we were working on.
Exactly. We were like straight up gonna go do the actor thing in LA. We'd picked out an apartment, we had the papers, we were about to sign them, and then everything shut down like that week. And we were like, oh no, good thing we didn't sign this, because Hollywood shut down. So we're just parked and we're like, no one can make our movies, no one can make any of our acting stuff that we want to do. That's all gone. So what are we going to do? We had also just had our first kid. And so we were like, I don't know. I was in this weird like mental state where I'm like, who am I? What do I want to do? My entire identity is ripped out from under me because now I'm a mother. And for some reason, we kind of just channeled all of our excess energy into, cool, let's write that book that we've wanted to write for years. Let's just go for it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good timing.
Yeah. It was a blast.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah.
So you wrote that during 2020, and then
we
scrapped it at the end of 2020. I'm gonna guess.
Yes.
Thereabouts. Yeah. In 2020, I think we actually started writing a different series. The Skystone Chronicles actually was meant to be a prequel to kind of like hone our skills. It was supposed to be like a little prequel novella.
Like a novella, yeah.
A little novella. And now here we are, 5 giant, humongous books later. And we're still going to write that original one we were going to write that we started back in 2020. But man, the Skystone Chronicles have taken wings and changed things, and for the better, I think.
And yeah, like you're saying, we in 2020 we started off with that other book series, scrapped it, then went in and we wrote I wrote book
Dragon
1,
Thief
she
and
wrote
Dragon
book
Guard
2,
individually,
scrapped it
those.
again, like because we gave them to our beta readers, and even after we had rewritten book 1 together, we ended up finding that like the story still wasn't quite where we wanted it to be. So we even
Scrapped it
completely
again, yeah.
overhauled it a third time. And the third time was a charm.
Yes. All the while we're like, taking training courses online to try to like hone our actual novel skills, transform the playwriting skills into novel skills. We had a great time with Brandon Sanderson's lectures. We had a really good time getting to do an in-person class with J. Scott Savage, who is amazing at teaching story structure and just how to make things work in a novel. So his formula is kind of what we ended up using for our outlines and what we still use. So that was very useful. Yep, finally got it right.
That's awesome. And did you release the audiobook with the book, or did you get to it later?
With book 1, we released the audiobook the same time, right?
With book 1, the audiobook came out just a teeny bit later.
Yeah.
Book 2, they came out at the same time.
Right.
Because we were more on top of life. We were more on top of things.
We were better people. Not savages.
Not those savages with sorry audiobook people. You gotta wait.
Yeah.
Which is
that was a good move.
Doing for book 4. Oh, sorry, audiobook people.
Yeah.
We tried.
We were seeking trad when COVID hit. And my wife had already done editing for a publishing house, and we were like, we don't want to do the work.
Yeah.
Indie's so hard.
Yeah.
She had an agent at the time, and we're like, after COVID hit, we're like, well, we got time to figure it out now. And so we took 2020 and 2021 prepping the books we'd already written to launch them, and said we have to do audiobook on launch day, because that was 2021 is when when China was doing a whole bunch of audiobooks like robot read, like pre-AI read ones, and launching them, and then authors were going to make their audiobooks and finding out that they were plagiarizing themselves, because your book's already an audiobook, so you can't do it. And Amazon would kill it because they'll never go after anybody in China, because you can't hunt down nobody in the backwoods. So they would just say, nope, you're the plagiarizer, you can't have an audiobook. And so we're like, that ain't happening. No way. Yeah. So we released all of our books. Now we're a little late sometimes, but we'll release our audiobooks because then it's guaranteed this is, and plus it's a better capture, right? There are those people who would prefer to listen.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. It's what we were aiming to do. We just ended up getting sick and having a surprise trip to Israel.
Yes, lots of things happened.
Yeah.
So we're so sorry. The audiobook is coming. Yeah.
We're gonna get to it soon.
Yep.
And you guys do like date night recording. Like you guys record at the same time.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It just makes it so much more dynamic of a performance, and it's easier to edit. So
it's been really cool because it gives us the opportunity to direct one another. So as we're going through and like I deliver a line that I'm like, was that good? She'll be like, maybe try this. And it's like, oh, that's way better. And so I think it's improved
And
the
it's
performance
always
for
that
both
smooth,
of us.
and we never even argue ever.
We've
so.
never fought once.
Not once. Yeah,
Yeah.
never. So for those who are watching who want to get into audiobook, what mic do you use?
We use this. It's a Shure MV7 Plus.
Hello.
Yeah,
Sweet.
and an MV7i.
Cool. I
that's-
use a Yeti X Blue. Or Blue
Oh,
Yeti
nice.
X. Yeah.
Nice. We had something similar, and I was looking at maybe getting one. Just we needed a mic because we didn't have as stable of a living space at the time.
Yeah.
Needed something we didn't have to have consistent treating on, and so dynamic mics from Shure is super useful for that. But dang, that Yeti X is good. That's cool too.
It's good. I mean, they're only $250 maybe.
Nice.
Yeah, same as
And-
this. I think is the
Yeah,
same.
when I got mine, it was like I knew I wanted to do audiobooks. I'd done enough stage work to try it, and I was like, the worst that happens is I lose a month of my life and $250. And I did lose a month of my life because I got to the end of the recording, realized I had over scrubbed all of it, and had to re-record the entire book again. But it was good. It was a great learning curve because I was like editing, and then I realized how bad the first chapter was, and I'm like, this ain't happening. And so I scrapped it all the way to the back, and because I didn't save my original files. And always save.
Yes.
But it was worth it. It was so worth it. Yeah. Have you recorded for anybody else?
So we have recorded for the anthology.
For the anthology.
Yeah, but I don't think we've done anyone else's audiobook.
We actually, yes, we did. We did the Weber State University Automotive Manual.
Yes, and we've done a bunch of commercial stuff. But yeah, I guess that is another
That's a book. It's a book.
It is a book.
Like
So
section 3.17.23.
literally, yeah, it was very technical.
Yeah, I
Learned a lot
bet.
about
Oh,
cars and also realized I know nothing about car.
yeah. But you got paid by the minute, so you wrote it nice and concisely to get
It was
the
a good
minutes
paper.
out of it.
Mhm. It was good.
All right, so you wrote for the anthology, but you also recorded for the anthology. How many stories did each of you record?
Is it 4 and 5?
5 for me, 4 for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet,
I got
sweet.
to read
4
all
for
of
me.
the women books, and there were 5, so it's perfect.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. What was your? I should know. I'm not going to ask that.
That is a dangerous
Which one's
question.
your favorite? What was one that you enjoyed reading? Give us a little bit of a spoiler of one of them that you read.
Do you have one? I enjoyed a lot of them actually. So let me try to pick which one I would like to highlight.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
thinking-
one. That's good.
Highlight.
No
Yeah.
favorites.
No favorites. No
Yeah, just
favorites.
Just highlights.
I really enjoyed reading Charles Hack's Insubordination. That
Sweet.
one was so good. Like the character, like, oh, she was tough. She was awesome, but she wasn't like mannish tough. You know what I mean? She wasn't one of
Yeah.
those like, oh, I'm a strong, independent woman and I have no personality at all. No, she was good. She was driven, and the world building was fun, and the setting was fun, and the pacing was so good. And now I'm like, dude, I want to go read the rest of the stories that this chick is in because she is awesome. So
Right. So more of a Mira.
what? A what?
K-pop Demon Hunters. More of Mira.
Oh, yes, like Mira. But I was like, what? I have a niece named Mira, and I was like,
Oh
that name.
no! I didn't stop that.
And my brain went a different direction. But no, dude, she's like Mira. But if Mira was like this hardened, like soldier sci-fi girl, so good. I loved it.
So Mira meets Ronda Rousey.
Ooh, yeah. We'll go with it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Nice.
And then I think the one I would like to highlight is I think it was Herman Stuernagel's
Okay.
The Edges of Honor.
Yeah.
And his was really fun about this dwarven smuggler who is just a really interesting character, and figuring out how he is interacting with the outlawing of magic in their world, and how he feels about that, and how he had to leave the guard because of it, and that's why he works in this unsavory environment. And it was just so much fun, and I love doing Scottish accents, and there were so many dwarves, so there were
Yes.
Scottish
Dwarves.
accents, so it was a blast.
You want to give us a little bit of the voice?
Oh, sure. There's a little bit of a brogue, I guess, for the main character was a little bit more
Nice.
like this one, eh?
That's an Irish dwarf you're
Oh,
doing there.
yeah, no, you're right. I guess
There it
I
went really Irish. Yeah.
if I go more into a lilt, then I end up with a lot more Irish.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I
You
guess,
can get away with it if you do like a Dublin accent, because Dublin is very Scottish.
oh, maybe
And there
maybe
were
I
two
did.
groups. There were Irish groups and there were Scottish groups. You did both.
Right.
I
There was,
did
like,
both.
The
Yeah.
the
Nice.
bad ones. Yeah. There
Yeah.
were
I made the bad guys Irish.
bold.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Oh, so fun. So
That's
fun.
awesome. I'm gonna highlight Occam's Razor, which
Mhm.
is no, it's not called Occam's Razor. It's called Occam's Circuit.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been
Occam's
actually
Circuit.
wondering how that is pronounced. And I was like, is it OCAM? Is it OCAM?
I just said Occam because I think he was referring to Occam's Razor, like the
Yeah, now I get
yeah.
it. Now that you say it, I'm
Um,
like, yeah.
yeah. So that was by Sam Paisley,
Yeah.
and that was fun because there's only 2 characters. There's a survivor on a ship while everybody else is in stasis, and Occam, which is the ship's AI.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
I got to channel my Alan Tiddick a little bit and just do a dry
Yes, so fun.
robot. And then when I edited it, I just took a copy of my voice and kicked it off by nothing. And so there's this really cool reverb running through it,
Oh, that's
which is really difficult if you've done any what program do you use to edit your audio?
the worst possible one.
There are worse ones.
No, we use Logic.
Okay.
Yeah,
I haven't even heard of that one, so it must be bad.
yeah, it's
worst.
apples for
Okay.
music. It is like it was a mistake, but
You know, so you're doing on Mac. I use Audacity on
Awesome.
PC, and it's free.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I should have switched to Audacity. There's still time.
Yeah.
Uh,
There's still time.
I just have plugins that work for Logic that don't work for Audacity, and I'm like,
Yeah.
crud. We have to finish the whole series so it sounds uniform before
Yeah.
I can adjust.
Yeah, the only one that, and you'll appreciate this, is that when you take it and kick it off like that, is you do end up having to make sure anytime you touch anything, you didn't screw up the whole second line.
Yes.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
We get that because our stuff comes through on 2 different tracks, mine versus his, and so
Mhm.
make sure to get them all.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yep. Snag both.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's funny.
That's awesome.
I'm excited
Yeah.
to read these stories. I
Oh,
literally
me too.
so anticipating everything.
Mhm. It's really fun to be a part of something where there are so many stories that, like, even though we've each read a couple, there's like we've got a full book's worth of additional stuff to go read when it comes out, and it's going to be such a blast.
It's a thick book.
Right?
Mhm.
I think it came in at just short of 200,000 words.
Wow.
dang.
What's your longest book?
Ours, let's see.
Did we cut it to 186?
186. I think.
186,000 words.
Yeah.
Book 4 was going to be 280,000.
Yep. Not anymore. Split that.
We were like,
Smart.
should not do that.
Yeah. I vowed to myself I won't write more than 200,000. After I saw, I was just running the numbers on Ryan Cahill's books.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
how many pages he has by his 4th book. It's like, I don't know how you can make any money.
Yeah.
And not charge $60 for a paperback. He has a deal because he makes so many books that Amazon cuts him some slack. But it's like, I can't afford it if you end up with a spine that is actually pushing the edge of the paper. And it's like, my spine can't handle it. I can't do this. So I won't write more. I much as I would love to write a 300,000 word book.
Yeah.
If a publisher wants to come talk to me, sure. But
One day.
it's like,
Yeah.
keep it short, keep it smooth, make a little more money on shorter books.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Split it in 2 and make 2, like you guys
Yeah.
did.
that's been something that we've been realizing as we've continued on the self-publishing journey is like, oh, dude, even though we've written 136,000 words in the first book, like, we are new authors that no one knows. So we have to competitively price. And so we've got super slim margins on our first
We
book
didn't know
in
what
order
we
to
were
make that
doing.
work.
We didn't know any of the technical side. We're just like, here's our wonderful story. Let's get it to the world. And then we're learning all the technical stuff and we should have done's and whatnot. And
Yeah.
it's all good.
In the next
Being an entrepreneur.
Mhm. Yeah.
And the best thing is we can adapt like on the fly.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We have some friends who did the traditional publishing route, and it's been really interesting watching how like they're expected to do a lot of the same stuff we're doing, but then they also have their hands tied by their publisher, not letting them access some of the data that we can just go look at whenever we want.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And a lot of them don't realize that. They don't know that until they're already in, that they're going to have to do all this work.
Yeah.
And which I hate doing anyway.
No, we didn't know.
Yeah. We had no idea.
Yeah.
It's been a fun learning process, though.
It is. It is.
No, we're locked in though.
Yeah. So let's see. So you got your 4th book coming out tonight.
Mhm. Yep.
So
Actually, it might. Oh, we're in Mountain Time now. So it's going to be out in like an hour and 20 minutes. Because it'll be East Coast midnight.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, looks like you're staying up late tonight.
Yeah.
Party on. Yeah. Hopefully all goes smoothly. Yep.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it will. It will.
Mhm.
Do you just do through Amazon, or do you sell through your website physicals as well?
We sell our hardcovers through our website. We've been using Ingram Spark for that. It's worked out really nicely.
It's worked out okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's worked out fine.
It's worked out passively.
And so hardbacks are what you carry. That's what you'll have at Dragonsteel Con and at StoryCon.
We'll have both paperbacks and hardcovers there that we order. We're working on getting the rest up on our website, but
Yeah.
man, between all the things, it's just hard to find time for all the things, but
Yeah.
it's on the to-do list.
Yeah, it's probably something we should do much sooner rather than later. We've been slow in getting that up and off the ground.
Yeah.
You got kids. You wrote 5 books in less than 5 years.
That's true.
Yeah. Plus,
did do
rent and all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who needs to live in a house? Who needs to live anywhere?
All right. Big question. If you could collaborate with any author in the world, who
Ooh.
would it be?
Andrew Meredith.
Yes.
Collaborate. Like, I don't know on what. Kind of depends on what, I guess.
Like, it doesn't mean author, but it's got to be a book. So you can say,
Can I answer for you?
Elijah Wood, whatever. You're going to write a book with this
Okay,
person.
so it's written by Blake and Urban Penn.
Well, why not?
Someone. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what I would do.
For me?
Yeah, for you.
What?
I would put Riley.
/ Raven.
Sorry, I'm so bad at this. I would put Raven on the Skyward series with Brandon Sanderson.
Really?
Yeah.
I would just want to rewrite the last 3 books. Only because I loved the first one so much.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you can. I disagree.
That's
yes.
my cop out answer. Because I know you have opinions that I think would be really cool.
I love Skyward, the first one, so much.
You'll write your own.
I know. It's
That's what we will
it's on
probably
the to-do list.
Honestly, it's kind of where some of our books come from. Is like,
oh, that should have been this. That wasn't this.
Oh yeah.
Right. This.
Yeah, this thing did not go the direction I wanted it to. I'm gonna go write something that goes the direction I wanted it to.
Yeah.
But yeah, what would I want to?
Dude, I don't know. I'm like going through all my favorite authors right now in my brain. You know what? For me, actually, I love Suzanne Collins. I think she is so good at structure, character, and all the things in the exact right order too. Like, oh yeah, she's the study.
So I haven't read the 2 newest ones yet.
Yeah.
I know the newest one has gotten rave.
Dude,
So
Sunrise on the Reaping
Sunrise
was
on the Reaping.
phenomenal.
It's just so solid. And especially because you're like, I know what's going to happen. I've seen what happens to this character. But man, does she keep it good? Does she keep it gripping?
She did such an amazing job because she was not able to use like your normal storytelling techniques to accomplish like suspense and getting you invested, but like
she still did it.
It was
she
wild.
did it. And this, man, I'm an admirer of structure and character, and those are key for her.
What was your opinion on her Rachel Zegler book? I mean,
actually, I haven't read that one.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've read the Sunrise on the Reaping, and I read the main trilogy a bazillion times.
Yeah.
we haven't
I haven't read the
Ballad
other
of
one.
Songbirds
I
and
need to
Snakes.
read it. I need to read that.
Yeah.
It's on my.
Just rage read it.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to read that one yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think for me, if I were to pick anybody to work on any project with, I just
Tori says don't do it.
Sorry.
It's not worth it.
Honestly, I trust you. I genuinely do. Maybe that's why I'm like scared, because I'm like, maybe I just want to keep living in my Hunger Games bubble.
It kills me because she did such a good job with like even her Gregor the Overlander series. I read that as a kid and thought that was an incredible book. And so like I'm just used to Suzanne Collins as being like this top tier writer. And so like it's funny to hear things about one of her books being like a miss.
You always wonder if it's like a contract situation too. If
Sure,
it was
yeah.
like,
Like, what factors
she
do
really
that-
wanted to write one about Haymitch, and they're like, but if you write the one about
Yeah.
then we'll give you Haymitch. And she's like, okay, fine.
Interesting. Dangling the carrot there.
Yeah. So I think for me, if I were to be able to write anything,
Co-write with somebody.
co-write with somebody,
Yeah.
Besides your wife.
besides my wife. I'm just giving all the cop-out answers. I'm like, Andrew, my wife.
Okay, for real though. I know your answer. If you say
You
it.
know my answer?
I know your answer. Let's see if you say it.
Well, J.R.R. Tolkien's dead, so also very different style.
Also a cop out. Yeah.
I think no, I at least like of styles that I think would actually mesh well and be really interesting, and someone who I think has a similar mind to what I like and pay attention to most in stories. I would love to write something with Christopher Paolini.
Okay.
And really like delve into just making a really interesting world with a couple of different factions of some mythical creatures that we redefine in really interesting ways. Like I think he kind of doesn't get enough credit for the way that he like expanded on dwarves. I think he did such an interesting job of that.
You like dwarves.
Well, yeah, I mean, when they're done in a cool way. And then also like werecats and stuff like that. He had such interesting things deep into his books that I just don't think he gets enough credit for. So that's who I would want to.
Okay, that was one of your top two. That was one of the two correct answers.
What was the other?
The other answer, of course, is Brandon Sanderson, but that's too obvious. So
Yeah,
you went with number two, which is reasonable. And I
Yeah.
I want to know yours too, though. Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew.
Tell me yours.
I haven't even thought about it.
Haha!
Oh, it's a good question. I shouldn't have asked it.
It is a good question. Who could have thought of such a good question?
Okay, well, oh man, it's tough because like it's also hard when you're like when you've been in the writing community too, and you kind of also know like who might be difficult to work with.
You know
interesting.
things. That you know things.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not like overtly, but like I would totally write something with Rockio. That would be fun.
Oh
I
yeah.
think we would argue about some certain things because there's a couple of things we disagree on like. We think a lot alike every time I watch an interview, but he has like he has a really bad take about canon. He doesn't believe that that authors should have canon.
Oh,
and because he doesn't care about it, he just keeps writing, and it's like, no. The canon is sacred.
Like not keeping things consistent? Is that what that means? What is it?
I don't know. No, he does keep things consistent. He doesn't like people arguing about canon. Like if people get in an argument about whether, and this is the same person who liked doing the book, but didn't like doing the movie number 2, which was another masterpiece. But it's like if the arguing over whether Star Wars 7, 8, 9 counts.
Okay.
And it's like, and it's like, no, it doesn't. It's not canon. I'm sorry, but but you can get in a good argument about that, right? Because that's what does it actually match the canon? And that's a good argument to have. And he doesn't believe in that. And so I get sure we would get in a lot of arguments about like the canon of the book, and no, it needs to be sacred and blah 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 blah.
Oh my god, I love that you're like literally already like have all. These are where we're gonna argue. These are the points.
Absolutely, you got to be ready for those kinds of things. I could also, and so Tori can take a drink. I'll say Lois McMaster Bujold would be fantastic to write with, but I don't know her enough personally to know whether we'd mesh or not because she doesn't do a lot of interviews. So, but I don't know. I don't think we'd argue too much.
Nice.
She looks nice.
She does.
We just looked up.
I just looked up.
She looks kind
of. She's very much like actually Robin Hobb would be another great one too. So they both their writing styles are very close versus Jenny Wirtz's is like way up here. Like you got to look up words on every page. Whereas Hobb and Bujold, you'll look something up every couple chapters. You'll be like, "What's that word? I think I get what she's saying. I didn't know that word." So they'll drop little ones in, but they're both great writers, and so just to be able to just write with them and just see what happens would be.
I know. I want these like mentorships here.
Yes.
Like my guru.
Yeah.
That's fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I know it's only 50 minutes. We need to keep talking.
I want to hear about your anthology.
Yeah, tell us about your
story.
anthology story.
Okay. So it's called My Water's Keeper.
Okay.
And it's about a silent paladin. So in my world of Kalatai, I have lots and lots of paladins, like several different orders, but the main order are the paladins of the hammer. You can still get it on the camera. There he is right there.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Paladin of the hammer. Is that focused well enough? Anyway, so they each of them takes a different vow as opposed to like a group of vows. Like if you look at like our world, monks they'll say they have a vow of silence, celibacy, humility, and no poverty. But that's iffy, right? It's like it's silence during these hours. It's humility, but but also we're the authority. So anyway, I wanted to split it all up and have every paladin takes one really, really stringent.
Interesting.
Yeah. So like, I mean, chastity is easy, but like poverty, they don't get money from their family. They have to work 2 jobs. So they're working 16-hour days to pay for their room and board. And they're constantly being given like old armor. So that's been rusty. So they got to they're always working. And then prayer are those who take the vow of prayer are constantly trying to recite and memorize scripture, so that even the really extremists will be like speaking only in scripture. So they got to like, how can I say the thing I want to say by only saying a verse?
But only with a quote, yeah.
So why do they do it? What do they get out of doing these vows?
It's just for faith, for the sake of focusing their faith, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So they're trying to focus their faith very, very stringently, versus the Palladames of the Rose, which is the female other group. Yeah, they don't take vows. Palladames, I know. Nobody appreciates that. I love that word so very much.
It's awesome.
Yes. Nobody's ever used it. I'm like, I am. This is my word, and so I use it all the time. Okay, so Palladames of the Rose. They don't take vows. They have aspects of purity that they take. And so there's a whole discussion, I think, in book 1 where the 2 of them are like, I'm thinking of this girl's thinking of becoming a paladin. She's like, it's not just about like remaining a virgin, right? Like that's the easy one that your mom wants you to take. Everybody knows that one. But what are actual aspects of purity? Like someone who's a gossip might need to take on the aspect of not solemnity. Anyway, there's one where they basically have to listen intently to everything everybody says and never repeat it. Nice. So the purity of listening, the purity of, so there's there's 20 different aspects, and they're told not to take more than like 3, because that's too much. It's too hard on your brain to try to do all these things. Whereas the paladin is like, no, 1, and we do it hard. Yeah. and so they anyway. So the aspect of silence, you can't talk, right? Yeah. And unless you use sign language, unless you're really stringent on the vow and want to go to complete silence where you can only nod and shake your head. So this paladin, who's super arrogant, is out under the vow of silence, and he's told he's going to be going to this new station, and is told, and you're going on a minor vow during this pilgrimage of extreme silence. You can only nod and shake your head. So the whole story is from inside of his brain, and the most he can do is this.
Oh, fun. Okay.
And, he's just being stripped of all his humility.
No, I love that, because that I feel like is gonna give you such like Shogun levels of translation, right? Like you hear all of the things that he's thinking, but then all he can do is like,
and the translation, which frustrates him to no end.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because his biggest desire is to be somewhere where he's being noticed for his piety. So like he can't. He's told he's going to go to this new station, but to do that he has to be promoted. And so he's like, I just got promoted ahead of time, younger than anybody else my age. This is pretty awesome. And he's like, and you have to be not just silent, you have to be super silent. It's like, wait, what?
What a guy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's fun.
That sounds amazing.
How
I'm looking
fun.
forward to that.
It's gonna be so cool. I can't wait to read this book.
Yeah.
Dying. It's fun. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you have a bunch of books behind you. What?
Yeah.
Is that? Do you have one series? Do you have two? What?
This
I
is
have 3.
great series, dude.
We'll get there one day.
One day.
Rachel. So I've got a Slavic fantasy.
Yeah.
Thrice is book 1.
Nice.
Nice.
Thrice is book 1. Nice.
Four Scored is book 2.
Oh, tricking us.
And then Fife and Drum is book 3.
Yeah.
That is it's written. It's coming out middle of next year, and that
Awesome.
is Mandalorian Russian.
Oh, dude.
So so I wrote the first one, and I actually pitched it to Brandon Sanderson at a pitch event down in
Really?
Utah in 2019, and I had never heard of The Witcher. And he and his editor Moshe were like, "It sounds a lot like The Witcher." I'm like, "Oh crap!"
No.
And it's like, it totally is. Well, then The Mandalorian came out, and we started self-pubbing it, and there's this whole scene that the little boy in my book literally stops fire like Grogu, and I'm like, "Oh, I got to rewrite this." So I had to rewrite the whole chapter. Yeah. Anyway, so it's about a father and son on the road. Little boy has way too much magic. The father takes him on the road to ask those that are chasing them to stop very nicely, and hijinks ensue for 3 books.
Nice.
That's fun. So would you say your books are like funny, or are they like no?
That one's less serious. It's Russian, so like the father's super stoic, so lighthearted, but like my 9-year-olds have read it. My 9-year-olds have read it.
Nice.
So
Great.
I say I don't write YA. I write down to an age. It reads down to an age. So I write for all ages. It reads down to X. So
Nice.
like that one reads to more like 11, and then my cozy,
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
which is all creatures great and small with magic, unless in a onward type setting.
Nice.
So it's about a giant who used to be a dungeon inspector, and now he's he owns a pet shop for magical creatures.
Okay, I'm putting
That
pieces
is
together
awesome.
because I know that book because I saw it in the spiff box, and now I'm putting it.
Oh yeah. That was a semifinalist last year. Were you guys in last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. We semifinalists as well.
Semi-finalists also.
Right. Yes.
We were in with Zach.
That's
We
right.
were the same, and then we both
lost to our girl JL Odom.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
You that was a really good group.
I
It
know.
was.
What a crew.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we got so many friends out of this crew. It was a good time.
Which has been awesome. We didn't anticipate that at all with the SPF BOX thing.
Yeah.
But like, it's cool how like the shared struggle of knowing that someone's out there judging your book.
you, and then you have to check their YouTube channel like every week, and you're like, why haven't you posted?
Yes.
And then they do, and then they say nothing, and you're like, great, that's great. It's fine, I don't care.
Yes. Hey, think of it as like a little dose of what you would have had in LA.
True.
Yes.
So true.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh,
That's the acting world is
Mm-hmm.
everyone is judging you and you never hear back.
Which frankly we got really used to. Like we've gotten really used to sending in auditions where we just never hear back. I actually, the most recent movie I did was 3 years after my initial audition, I got a call back.
Yeah, dude,
It was wild.
crazy. So he auditions and then we hear nothing. We're like, cool, they moved on, whatever. And then turns out they just shut down production because he gets a call 3 years later. He's like, would you like a call back for this role? And he's like, what role?
I was like, sure,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, what? Can I audition for that?
It was awesome.
That is awesome.
And they're like, can you still play 19? I hope
was like,
so.
Maybe. I'll shave and we'll see what happens. It's been fun.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it's good stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what's next? What are you gonna write next? Do you know?
Okay. So we have some options. I'm torn.
No spoilers. No
Maybe-
spoilers.
No.
Feel free. Here's the deal. Maybe you can help us decide. Because
You know things. That's true.
yeah. Here's at least my top two. Maybe you have others that you want to go down a different route. So you know how Christopher Nolan's coming out with the Odyssey?
Mhm.
So I think there's going to be a pretty harsh resurgence of Greek-styled stuff.
Fact. Mhm.
And there already is in preparation for it, right?
Yes.
And what I want to do is we have a super cool world ready for a story with like Greco-Roman angels.
Okay.
These sky islands.
Yeah.
That would be so much fun to write.
So can you get it written before 2027?
Absolutely. Yeah, before 2027.
Because Christopher Rocchio just announced his new fantasy, which is
yeah.
going to be inspired by Mediterranean. His background is in the Iliad.
Oh, really?
Oh, nice.
So beat him to the punch. So you're riding that wave.
Okay. So
See,
yeah,
you do know things.
yeah. Okay, that's really good to know. So yeah, we should probably.
Then you have a good comp just built in.
Yeah,
True.
yeah, because maybe we need to build from there first. The other option.
Also, sorry.
Well, go ahead.
No, nothing. I was just gonna say I also love the Will of the miniseries, and that is also Romanish, and that's adjacent. So
yeah, but in a very different way.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
But
more good
do you want
comps
to
is what I'm saying.
explain hench?
No, I want to keep hench secret because not yet. I'm not ready.
You want to keep it
I'm
secret?
not ready for hench yet. Yeah.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Yeah, that's the no spoilers I was talking about.
What would count as a spoiler for that? Can we say anything about
No.
it? Nothing.
Cozy.
No. Here's the thing. I've got
Is it stabby?
No.
It's a little bit classic, actually.
It's
a
kind
little
of-
bit classic.
Vaguely Arthurian, maybe.
Yeah, Arthurian. It's
Yeah.
Arthurian.
More classic fantasy than anything, with a little bit
And
of
I guess that's
Arthurian
what we're trying to
vibes.
decide because I feel
Yeah.
like an author's second series they come out with is like tone setter. You know what I mean? Like your first one, we did epic fantasy. It's fun. It's whatever. But that could have been like, oh yeah, we just did that. But the second book kind of like drives home what kind of author are you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like I want to make sure we make the right call here
Yeah.
on what we want to be labeled as, you know. So
Mhm.
we'll see.
Either one's gonna be awesome.
We got two good options that we are pondering right
We're
now.
both at the same time.
We could.
Hey,
We could.
that's true. We could give that a shot.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
can you imagine?
That would be fun.
Dan, to answer your question, Dawn, sorry, my glasses aren't on. To answer your question, they should be, but worst case, you can always order it directly from me, and I'll send you the new covers. If you're in the States, I can get it to you. I think you're in the States, Dawn. But I can make sure you got the right covers. So,
Nice.
Oh, awesome.
Good question.
but yeah,
Mhm.
you should write it at the same time. That's the joy of indie is we can do it as fast as we want.
That's true.
And I found I can still get it to you, Dawn. We'll chat. So like I really like writing 3 series at once because I can write one book, and then while it's off with betas for a few months, I can be working on something else.
Yeah.
And then by the time it comes back, it's not my baby anymore. And so when it comes back, you can tear it up.
Be objective about what's good.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's smart. That is smart.
Maybe we try that.
We could. My brain
Yeah.
is just like, but we've got 3 kids and I only get to write during nap time already. How we can write another one? You know, you know.
When do you guys write besides nap time?
Oh man,
Nap time. Here's the deal. Okay.
Are you
so
owls or morning?
here's our
we've traded.
we have traded.
Yeah.
Here's our writing styles. I'm the tortoise and he's the hare.
Yes.
So I will write in my little windows every single day, and he will go crazy in a weekend. He'll just go nuts and just write so much. But he's like just sitting there all day and he's just putting it down. And I could not do that.
And there will be 5 chapters, and it's like, oh, sick. This happened. And like, but for her, it's just,
It's got to be every single day. It's got to
and
be
it's
every day.
slow and steady,
And
but
I
it wins
wish
the
I-
race.
it wins.
You know.
It's-
And so,
It does.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's why
Yeah.
we-
I realized how little Sanderson writes every day, and you're like, it's slow and steady.
Mhm.
I mean, it's still
Yeah.
a lot. He's still 3,500 words a day, but it's only 3,500 words a day.
Yeah. Honestly,
it's
I should
attainable,
I should
yeah.
try to be doing that better. I'm thinking of ways to fit that in. We just had my normal work that I'm doing. I'm not having to commute as much anymore. And so I'm like, hey, I might have some time to do some of this slow and steady work that you've been doing.
When you are commuting, have you tried doing dictation yet?
Here's the deal. I did try to do some
I've
dictation
tried it
stuff.
too. I can't.
And I think I could do it if I wasn't driving, but when I'm driving, it's like, you know what? So I'm gonna try it on the treadmill.
Get it.
Yeah, and see if I can do it. I bet I could do it on the treadmill, but when I'm like driving and like my commute was the worst. Driving
because people in Utah drive like nuts. You
They
guys
do.
are crazy. Aggressive. And I've driven in Minnesota where they're just mean. I'm not going to call them mean. Like Colorado, we're fast, but we're not mean. Minnesota's mean, and Tori will confirm that. But Utah, you guys are aggressive.
Yeah, and like weirdly unaware of the road at the same time, which is like that's
you got like 7 lanes.
Yeah, it's
way.
The curses laid upon the drivers in Utah from this man.
Yeah, so I just knew if I started trying to dictate it on my commute, it would end up with like a lot of road rage in the
channel. Maybe you can do a really angry fight scene.
So now I think I'm gonna have a little bit more
now that you're pure work from home
to do a little bit more of that consistency, and I think that'll be good.
Are you up pretty early?
It depends.
This boy's an insomniac, so yes.
I've been up at 4 a.m.
past few
twice this week. Yeah, and so
I write at 5 a.m.
Oh, nice.
That's how I got book 2 done. Is I would wake up before the babies were awake and just go hard. But I'm tired now. I'm tired.
Yeah, now she sleeps in the morning and writes during naps and writes at night. And I've been writing more in the mornings.
We apparently can't do the same thing because we just talk too much. So when we're both awake,
we get too excited about stuff. We're like, check this out, and then we interrupt each other, and we're like, oh, what about this?
And your oldest is old enough; you can make a deal with him too.
Yeah, there we go.
I had to make a deal with mine. We were living in a little farmhouse, and I'm like, if the light ain't green, don't come out. And even if after it's out, please read a book because I just need half an hour more.
That's what I need to do. Here's the deal. I just need a zone where they cannot enter, but I need a light. I need a green light. That's what I need.
Well, do you have there's those little alarm clocks for kids that look glow green?
Oh, okay.
And you can set the timer, and it doesn't have to have sound on it. It just turns green, and that way you tell them green is go. 7 o'clock you can get up. And then
that's a good idea.
I wish to invest in this product that you.
It really helps too when you with olders and youngers because the olders are like, I'm up, got to get the other ones up. Like, no, you don't, kid. You need to leave her alone and let them sleep.
That's what I need.
Our younger son, he keeps on while I'm out on the couch writing. He'll come over and sleep next to me. He's been really chill about it, but it's like 4 a.m. And I'm like, you need to be back in bed, buddy. You just need to go back to sleep. But
it's too early at that point to put Bluey in, and I get it.
Oh,
and that would just rouse the other two.
Yes, right here.
Plus, you would just start watching anyway.
I know
it's too good.
Too distracting.
It's too good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and too incriminating. A cartoon dog is a better.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's just a challenge. It's a challenge to be a better parent.
I aspire to be the Bluey dad.
But remember, they're only good parents for 8 minutes at a time.
So true. Bite-sized chunks.
There you go.
I'll take it.
I love that.
Cool. Well, I wish you a happy launch in less than an hour now.
Dude.
Thank you very
Andrew.
Thank you for coming on, and we'll see each other in February.
Yeah.
So
good.
Yeah,
that'll be a blast.
Yes.
Cool. Well, for those watching, thank you. Please go over to the Kickstarter, which is listed down below, and back it if you haven't, because we're at. Let's see what we're at right now.
Oh boy.
We're at. There it is. We were at 53.
Okay.
We're at 53,329 right now.
Nice.
So we're gonna blow through our next stretch goal.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, and the next stretch goal after that before we close. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why not?
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. Have a wonderful night. It was great to talk to you, and stay dragon.
Yeah.
All right, now we wave awkwardly while we wait for the stream to end.
Flash gang signs.
Awkwardly required.